you have to be upside down.
Yes.
Or else it's no fun. Yeah. And you actually have better visibility when you're upside down. You can see the runway and see everything coming up. And
Well, that's exciting.
Do you want to ride
in and of
along,
itself.
Debbie? Do you want to go for a ride?
Not on that particular piece. I'll take your word for it on that. But yeah, I would love to get up there and ride around.
So everybody has their own, their own individual, act and performance and their own strengths and the strength. We show off the strengths of our airplane, and all the planes are painted very bright and uniquely, and and we have smoke, and it's exciting. I think air shows are the second largest spectator event in the U.S.
Really?
They say it's the second largest outdoor event, second to baseball. So we get 25 million people a year, so they go to air shows around the country, and there's about 400 air shows around the country.
Wow.
So it's popular, and it's exciting. It's a great way to spend the day. It's great for people of all ages. There's something for everybody. You'll have a good static display, I'm sure, with some vintage airplanes and military aircraft, and so it's nice. We want people to love air shows and know how good they are for aviation in general, because we really expose people to aviation that wouldn't otherwise be able to get close to an airplane. So, because most people, you can't really see an airplane up close. You get on an airline, you're in this tube, then you get onto another tube. You can't really see how beautiful these airplanes are, and look at the lines of them and how they're designed. But you can see that at an air show. And
then see their capabilities under a very skilled and trained pilot.
Of course, we're more capable than the airlines as far as what we can do with aerobatics.
I think so. Well, Kelly, one of some other things we're going to have are some military tactical demonstration teams.
Yes.
And can you talk a little bit about the military teams we're having?
Yes, we are having the F-18 tactical demonstration team, and along with that we'll have the Legacy flight, which, Patty, if you want to tell us what type of aircraft come with the Legacy flight.
Sure. There are two really interesting historical flights that will be at the air show. There's the Heritage Flight and the Legacy Flight, and both of them feature. But the Legacy Flight is Navy and the Heritage Flight is Air Force, and they feature modern fighters with vintage fighters, and they fly together and done in a really moving tribute with beautiful music and narration. And it's a lot of people's favorite thing about the air show when they asked later, what was your favorite? The Heritage Flight. And it's especially, it's nice for veterans and anybody that's lost anybody in a war to remember and think about that. Some of the aircraft they use, I know this air show we're going to have an F-18, so with the Legacy Flight you probably have the F-18 flying with, say, a Corsair from World War II, which is a very rare airplane. Sometimes they fly with a Navy jet called the Fury. They'll fly with other vintage airplanes. I'm trying to think of the other vintage Navy planes. Any Bearcat, Hellcat, any of those planes that flew off aircraft carriers in the war, plus Korean War vintage, Korean War era vintage jets. The Heritage Flight, which is Air Force, will fly modern fighters, say an F-15 or an A-10 with P-51 Mustang, airplanes like that, F-86 jet, which is also Korean War era, and it's beautiful. It's really beautiful, and it's just amazing to see those planes together. And it's very rare that you would ever see that, because it was only in the last few years that it was really approved by the military for them to fly with civilians like that.
Oh, that's going to be. I just can't wait. This is going to be such a great show, and because there are an unprecedented number of performers, 35, that means that this air show is going to provide non-stop thrills for 6 hours. Both Saturday, I guess we should tell people when it is. It's Saturday, April 18th and Sunday, April 19th. And both days, all performers are expected to perform, and it's going to be a non-stop 6-hour program because there are so many performers.
Absolutely. And the performers will go and talk to the crowd too and sign autographs for the kids, and I'm sure they'll have an autograph area set up, or we'll walk along the fence and talk to people. So you'll be able to talk to most of the performers, or all of them, and you can find your favorite one and talk to them and ask them what it's like and how they get started and the kind of questions that we get. And there's also another opportunity to meet all the performers at the party beforehand, right?
That's Friday, April the 17th. There is I don't know what they're calling it.
A performers party.
Performers party.
Yes.
Well, that was easy. A performers party. And Kelly, do you have some details about when
that will be held at the Buffalo Southwest Cafe on Youngerman Circle, right at the Blanding 295 exit, and that will be going on from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. at night, and all the performers will be there to sign autographs. It's open to the public. They're also going to be raffling off a ride in one of the Aeroshell team aircraft, a T6, so you'll be able to ride in a T6 as well. So
wow,
it's a pretty good party, and we want everyone to come out for it.
That'd be awesome. Now, you mentioned raffles. I know FDR has the motorcycle run and a raffle as well. Can you tell us a little bit about when the motorcycle run is, and we're going to look at the website in a moment, but how people can register for that and what kind of raffles FDR is also providing?
Well, our big thing is this year we're having a poker run, and the starting point is the red zone, and you can find out information on the website. But the starting point is the red zone, which is at the corner of Beach and Atlantic, I believe, and the end is at Cecil Field. And at the end, everybody will get back from the poker run and ride out on the tarmac. All the motorcycles will ride out as a group and get to catch the end of the air show. So that's exciting. And that's on Sunday, April 19th. On Saturday, April 18th, there will be a classic car show out there. The American Classic Car Club will be doing their annual car show out there. And we'll also have, like I said, for FDR, we're also raffling off a ride in an airplane. It's a ride in a Stearman, which is one of the aerobatic kind of planes. So we'll do that raffle. And let's see, we have lots of things going on. We have lots of good food. Bubba Burgers is going to be out there cooking. Let's see, there'll be a kid zone for children to play. There's lots of food and drink, lots of things to do out there. It's going to be a fabulous day. And as Patty mentioned earlier, you would pay more to go to a 2-hour movie than coming here to the air show for a whole day, which is going to be non-stop thrills.
Right, and a total family event. There's something there for everybody. Your classic car shows, and I should mention that the folks that come to the air show on Saturday, April 18th, will have the opportunity to vote for their favorite car, because it is a juried car show.
Yes.
And there's going to be over 100 vehicles. So I don't know how you narrow it down to your favorite, but you'll have the opportunity to vote for your favorite car out of over 100 vehicles on display. That's Saturday, and like you said, on Sunday, April 19th, is the motorcycle poker run. Now, we've talked about the things going on in the air with the kid zone and things like that. We haven't really touched on the static displays. I understand there's dozens of static displays that will be out on the ramp area.
Yes, we will have warbirds galore, and we will also have a lot of our tenants, which are military. There are still a lot of military tenants out at Cecil Field. We will have Coast Guard helicopters, Army helicopters with Humvee vehicles with missile-type weapons that they will show you. They are obviously display.
Yes.
But multiple military static displays, P3s, and also our Customs and Border Protection will be out with one of their aircraft as well. So something new that we'll have this year at Cecil Field is Customs. And one other thing I did want to touch on, besides the static displays, is the car show, the Antique Automobile Club of America's 36th annual car show. And that will be a juried car show, like you said, and then you will also do a pay per vote, which all the benefits for the pay per vote will go towards the Allen Henley Foundation.
Very good. Well, thank
wanted
you.
to add that.
Well, we have a few minutes left, and what I want to do is to pulling all this together, there is a website that's dedicated to this air show,
Yes.
Cecil Field Air Show 2009. And I've got some screen captures of that available right here. And it's at www.cecilfield.aero. And this is the home page, and we'll display the website at the end. But Cecil Field Air Show homepage right here, and there's all kinds of information. You can learn about Alan Henley, which is right over here. This is some information about Alan. There's also a tab across the top. And then another page, you can buy tickets. And this is an opportunity for you to go online, buy tickets. Adults are $10. Children 6 to 12 are $5. And children under 6 are free, as is the parking. The parking is also free.
Yes.
But you can save time. Go online, buy tickets. That way you don't have to wait in line at the gate. So you can buy tickets. There's a tab in there to buy tickets. There's also a list of the performers, and we have Ms. Patty Wagstaff at the top right here.
Thank you.
And on this page shot. And this gives you a great list of the performers, and most of them have websites that you can go learn more about them. And as you mentioned, they're waiving their fees, and they're paying for what they usually get for an air show to benefit Alan Henley Foundation, which is an awesome thing. This is the Fly, Drive, Ride website where you can learn about the organization, and you can also register for the poker run. I keep calling it motorcycle run, but the poker run, you can get that on there. And this is information about the car show. This is a page for the car show that you can look at some samples of past car shows so you have an idea of what to expect with over 100 vehicles on site. And then no air show would be complete without the need for volunteers. And this air show is no different. There's a lot of opportunities for volunteers to participate in this air show. And I know that it just depends on where you want to be and what your capabilities are. Kelly, and here's the important part, www.cecilfield.aero, April 18th and 19th, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., an unprecedented show that nobody wants to miss. And Kelly, we're done with that right now, so if you could just very briefly give us a scoop on volunteers.
Yes, we do need many volunteers to put on this air show, and on the website there is an area where you can go and apply. There's an application online, and it comes directly to the staff at Cecil Field, where we will go through it and see what it is that you would like to do. There are areas on there where you can pick what areas you would like to work in priority, and we can put you in those areas, which include ramp, transportation, hospitality, things of that nature. And then there's also an area where you can list your skills in those areas. If you're a private pilot, you can list that, and that way we can put you around things that you know, so that we have some skilled workers out there on the airport.
Perfect. So there's an opportunity to participate in a multiple ways besides paying to come. And we hope everybody does come out. And our time is up. So once again, I want to thank Patty Wagstaff.
Thank you.
Our champion air show pilot, Jane Estes, with Fly, Drive, and Ride for MS Research.
Thank you.
And Kelly Petticourt, event director for Cecil Field. Thank you, ladies, so much for being here. And we thank you for joining us on this edition of the Airport News Show, April 18 and 19, Cecil Field Air Show 2009. Don't miss this one-of-a-kind event. We'll see you next time.